Welcome back to another spiritual oracle card reading. Now look, set the intention that this reading is for you, but this is a pick a card reading, but also a whole reading combined. So there's going to be 3 cards in the reading, and you can just focus on which one you think is more important to you at this time. Or you can sort of listen to all of them and think about them together and see what that message is for you. So let's go ahead and get started. The first card that comes out is called Life Force. Now, first message on this is that we are the yellow being. Why? The yellow is joy. What does that mean? That means our life force is going to increase and expand out and lift us up when we are focused on joyful things. That means that in our relationships, we want to look at the people around us and think about what brings us joy, or what is a joyful thought or a joyful connection that we have with them. If we focus on that type of stuff, it's going to bring all of the white light and the blue wording, the blue throat chakra communications, to lift us up and keep us buoyant, which allows us to face day-to-day life circumstances in a much stronger life force type way. Now, the next thing you can do is with your work, with your finances, just look for the little spots that you're grateful for or that are bright. That's going to help you bring more and more life force into your being. And again, this is all money in a bank account that allows you to spend it when it's a rainy day or when things are a little bit tougher. Then you're going to be able to have that vitality to be able to rise up above the darkness, as you can see down here. Now, the next thing about this card is that, look, our hands are connected to the stars. So you can always know that it's super easy to just reach up to the starlight, meaning reach up to this third eye space up here and imagine and feel some of the joyful things that you'd love to see come to pass in your life, or some of the things that have come to pass in the past. Every time you connect to these joyful things, you're going to be pulling more starlight, more energy, more beautiful out of this world experiences into your countenance. This means that even our memories can deliver life force. Even though they happened already, we can recycle, reuse, revisit, reignite our life force in a bigger way just by using our words and our imagination to connect with them. Again, that's why all the blue. The blue is the throat chakra, the communication system that we use. Those are our true feathers that we have that will lift us up. The things we say, the attitudes we have, what we talk about all through the day. That's going to either rise us up or weigh us down. One more message that we have here is that you can see this little symbol in the middle here is an infinity type symbol. Infinity going in and infinity going out. These two swirls are like 2 galaxies that go like this. Constantly we are generating an experience of rising above and expanding in our personal life force. So know that you're always moving forward, inward, outward, always upward. This is the course that we are all on. Let's go ahead and take card number 2 in this reading and see what it's going to be. It's coming from the Surrender deck. So we know that we have access to unlimited life force, and we know that we can do that easily by using our words and our attitude towards joyful things in any of our interactions. It doesn't mean that every interaction is going to be great, and it doesn't have to be. Just pick out the stuff that is worth feasting on. The next is surrender to joy. Ooh, isn't that interesting? Why the card number 2 would come up like that. And that is really what we're doing. We're surrendering to the joyful experiences. It's beautiful when the cards come up to match what we just spoke about, because that's how it works a lot, is we claim, we speak, we express with that flow, and then the world around us bends to reflect it back as a type of a perspective or variety of an experience to match what we were just talking about, what we are having in our consciousness space. So surrender to that joy. And here you are seeing the divine masculine and the divine feminine aspects of it. That means that the divine masculine is the words, the divine feminine is that carefree experience of emotional light that you know that you can jump for joy on. You know that you're going to have this red dress, meaning that's the red root chakra of our material world expanding as we reach up to the blue divine masculine communication system up here. So we reach up to use our words to get in contact with what's joyful. All about joy, 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 joy. All about what you really think is worth focusing on. Do that and you'll rise above. And look, all these other little birds around here, they're all the new experiences that come flying towards you when you leap up high like that on joy. That's going to be an experience that will always deliver a lot of new visits of joy in a variety of ways. You'll spot them more and more. What we focus on expands. So the more you're spotting joy, the more joy is going to be in the woodwork of your life. Let's go ahead and take card number 3. It does say here though on this, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more and more joy. That's the ticket up and out of the day-to-day life that can be struggling sometimes. All right, so that first card is joy with the life force. The second one is joy with the divine feminine. It's confirming that joy is really the experience that we're looking for in order to go through this world in a way that we prefer. The last card is the love card. Why? Because love is really what we're doing for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We see them here in the card. There's the divine feminine, and here's the divine masculine. Those are the two parts of us that are our spiritual body that will allow us to focus with our words and our emotions, to fall in love with joy. And you can see all that orange and yellow here is really what we're after. These two halves of a whole that you have in your life, your words and your emotions, are what you can use to expand the red root chakra and to pump this inner heart filled with joy, outer world filled with expansion, as we saw in that first card with those two swirls on the chest of the spiritual being. It says here, I am wonderful, I receive and give love today and always. When we're talking about love, we're talking about the combination of the divine masculine and the divine feminine in our life on a day-to-day basis, knowing we're a spiritual being having a human experience, knowing that with our blue words, we're able to unite that wonderful light, that wonderful emotion, and spread an expansion of joyful things in our personal life. That's your pick a card reading, which really is meant to be taken all together as one. Go ahead and give me some comments as to how this reading hit you. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, that helps the algorithm. Go ahead and set an intention that you'll be led to some other videos on my channel and just go watch them and see what happens. You'll be surprised at how the spiritual guidance and the messages come through as a reflection of what you're going through or what you've been looking for lately in your life. Take care, have fun, I'll see you again.